Hello YouTube and welcome to NHL 25 Gameplay Deep Dive Breakdown. Thanks to EA for providing me an early access to the gameplay information so I can share it with you in more details. I also played NHL 25 already, so everything I will say will be based on my personal feedback. First of all, before we jump into the breaking down the gameplay deep dive, I want to say that I really appreciate what EA did with postponing the gameplay deep dive last Friday. I really don't think that last Friday was the right day to actually hype up the game. But now let's talk about what will be different in NHL 25 gameplay compared to NHL 24 and how it will change the game. All the gameplay in NHL 25 will be built around a new system called IceQ, and now let me try to explain what it is and how it will change the game. Firstly, IceQ is possible because of the decision to move away from old-gen consoles. Now the game will only be available on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. IceQ is a new foundation of NHL gameplay, and it will allow players to experience a true hockey intelligence, as it's built on the new logic-driven animation system. IceQ will respond to actions on ice, making your gameplay experience more authentic and realistic than ever before. There are 4 major new features developed into IceQ's system, and they will be next-gen vision control, empowered AI, reactive actions, and skill-based one-timers. I'll try to explain all the changes in NHL 25 in the most casual way, so even if you're new to the Chel, you can understand what it will be. Let's start with next-gen vision control and how it will work in NHL 25. One of the biggest differences from NHL 24 will be that your players at all times will square up the puck. At any point on the ice, your controlled player or AI will have a full eye contact with the puck, making sure there are no more missed passes when your player decides to look another way. Whenever you have a puck, your player will face the net as a target, so it means L2 is back. You will be able to skate around the opponent's zone with one thing in your mind, and it's the net, and always be ready for that pass and make a shot on goal. When skating around the blue line in NHL 24, your player could only skate up and down, and most of the time he lost the view what is happening in front and around him. In NHL 25, on the other hand, you will experience much smoother skating around the blue line, as you will skate side to side, not up and down. It will allow you to create space in the defensive zone and look for that open player to pass the puck and score a goal. The new vision control should work very well with the new skill-based one-timers, because with always squaring up the puck carrier, skating around the blue lines, you will be able to deliver more accurate passes to your players, and if timed perfectly, it will end up with a goal. It took me around 5 full games to fully understand the impact of the next-gen vision control, and how different your players will feel compared to NHL 24. And to be honest, so far I really like the change. Being able to skate around the boards and the blue line, and pass using the vision passing, without even looking, just felt so rewarding. The way you can now play the defense in front of the net because your AI will always face the puck, increase the rate of the poke checks or even stick lifts. But because we're not talking about AI, let's now move to the fully empowered AI in NHL 25. So the next big change in NHL 25 is empowered AI. One of the biggest complaints in NHL 24 personally from my side was AI intelligence and weird animations most of the time. This year, EA is fully changing how your CPU players will play and make them more aware of what is happening on the ice at all times. No more skating into boards or each other on a blue line when you try to enter the zone. Your AI will now be able to read the plays to always be ready to whatever may happen on power play, 5-on-5 or penalty kill. EA also mentioned that they refreshed the playbooks, and with that I believe they mean strategies we currently use. Players will be in their designed positions, you will not need to skate around the zone for 5 minutes to get them where you want them to be. And this will allow to score more creative goals and set up plays you was not able to do in NHL 24. In NHL 25, the CPU IQ was something I noticed the most. It definitely felt very different to the previous NHL games I played. And it took me some time to get used to it, because in NHL 24, for example, you basically most of the time are only focusing on the player you're controlling because you really couldn't rely on AIs. In NHL 25, you definitely can rely on your AI players, and you can pass the puck, you can expect them to be where they should be. So yes, the AI and CPU gameplay in NHL 25 is much different to NHL 24, and so far, the changes I saw, I really liked it. The next addition to this year's game will be reactive actions, and to explain it in most simplest way, it's a set of brand new animations in critical situations. EA already confirmed that there will be over 250 new animations in NHL 25, and these are just few they showed us today. Your AI will use their body and stick to gain advantage if they need to avoid collisions or big hits. This was the most noticeable when I played defense, because of the AI was always aware of the situation on the ice, and you can feel rewarded for proper positioning. In NHL 24, we had a feature called Last Puck Movement, and this was a foundation to what we will see this year, but at much better rate at both ends of the ice. Last gameplay addition this year will be skill-based one-timers, and I probably speak for most of the player base and community when I say I'm so happy to see one-timers being back in game. In NHL 24, one-timer scoring rate was 1 out of 50, I would say, if we don't talk about the tip shot goals or cross-crease one-timer goals. goals. In NHL 25, we will now have a visual indicator around the player. When it's gray, it identifies a teammate who is ready to receive the pass, but to properly execute the shot, you need to time it. Puck speed and player stats will always play a big role, the same as the X-Factor abilities you use. This makes me feel that 1T X-Factor ability this year may be one of the player base favorites. From what I noticed playing the game, when you pass the puck to a player ready for one-timer, you instantly need to go for that slap shot with the player receiving the puck. If timing is missed, it will not be delivered at the highest speed and shot accuracy. I really hope that this will not be overpowered as the pressure meter in NHL 24. It for sure felt good to score that late period one-timer and tie the game, but it definitely needs to be tuned so you don't score back-to-back one-timers with a 78 overall player, because the player stats actually should mean something. Otherwise it will not be realistic and will not give us the best player experience. At the moment in the game I played, it felt realistic, but we all know when the game will be released, it may actually feel different. In all the videos we also saw the new score clock, and to be honest, I really like it, but there is one thing I would like EA to change. Get rid of the EA Sports logo, because otherwise it just feels very empty. I would like to see, instead of EA Sports logo, to add a logo of the mode we are currently playing. We are now a few weeks away from presentation deep dive, and if you watch this video till the end, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out the next breakdown video when it drops. If you want to see the full gameplay deep dive, watch this video till the end, and also let me know down in the comment sections below what of all the new features you're the most excited about in NHL 25. As always guys, thanks for watching today's video, have a good one, and see you on the ice!
Welcome, I'm Mike Engelhardt, and this is the EA Sports NHL 25 Gameplay Deep Dive. Today, we're going to take a look at IceCube, Chel's new logic-driven gameplay system, and its suite of features, including the next evolution of Chel's skating system in next-gen vision control, empowered AI's complete overhaul of our AI player system, and the new set of reactive action animations. Plus, the dynamic and deadly new skill-based one-timers. The game of hockey is evolving. Players are getting better, smarter, and more technical than ever before, which is why we turn to them and our cover stars, the Hughes brothers, as inspiration for our latest gameplay innovation, IceCube. Next-Gen Vision Control is an evolution of Chel's skating system that allows you to create more time and space on the ice by providing fresh abilities, improvements, and a user-initiated skating mode that ups the responsiveness, explosiveness, and expression on the ice for human and AI players alike. Now, walk the blue line to help create space on the play, square up to the puck carrier, thread the needle through an opponent's defense, and stay locked on goal for better shot opportunities. For example, when Next-Gen Vision Control is active and the player is in possession of the puck in the offensive zone, they now skate with the net as the target. This opens up the player's body, creating the ability to skate and attack the net, shoot the puck or pass from anywhere in the offensive zone in a contextually more authentic way. If you are not in possession of the puck, on the offensive side, the player will target the puck when Next-Gen Vision Control is active. This allows for more accurate pass pickups and blends nicely with the new skill-based one-timers. Defensively, Next-Gen Vision Control gives you more control to face up to the puck at all times, helping you keep better gaps and spacing in the zone. This allows for more predictable and responsive positioning, creating opportunities to disrupt passing lanes or poke check the puck off the opposition's stick. Next-Gen Vision Control ultimately gives you more control on both sides of the puck and provides a more fluid skating experience that both looks and feels incredibly authentic. Empowered AI is a complete overhaul of our AI player system, heightening CPU skaters' awareness of other players and positioning on the ice, giving them more fluid and helpful reads to execute in a true-to-life fashion. On top of that, all of Chel's in-zone strategies have been rebuilt from the ground up to allow skaters to better utilize open space and position themselves to be bigger offensive threats. We've also revamped rush plays and how players establish zone possession. The AI players now read plays better and glide into offensive positions instead of just crashing the far post, meaning you'll have more options each time you enter the zone. New to NHL 25, reactive actions like collision avoidance animations allow players to swim past one another and into positions smoothly like the pros, no longer running into and getting tangled up with each other. Plus, all new panic turns let players quickly change direction and use their stick to take away space if they are beaten on the ice, making defensive players more athletic and dynamic. Together, all of this means that our on-ice players are now more aware of what is happening during play, creating a new level of authentic intelligence and improving the moment-to-moment flow of gameplay. Thanks to IceCube opening up more offensive opportunities, the new skill-based one-timers really shine. anchored by a new in-game visual indicator that identifies a teammate as a target for a skill-based one-timer. When passing to a teammate, you'll need to input the shot control as the puck arrives. The timing window to nail a skill-based one-timer is dynamic and takes into account how fast the puck is traveling, as well as the shooter's abilities like the 1T X factor. If timed correctly, you'll unleash the skill-based one-timer, which is more powerful and accurate. If your timing is off, the shot's accuracy drops, raising the stakes and making the action all the more exciting. Thank you for watching the NHL 25 Gameplay Deep Dive. We're excited to see how you take advantage of IceQ and its ability to create time and space on both ends of the rink. Stay tuned for more info on presentation, gameplay modes, and more.